Hey guys, it's Thursday. I'm Kim. I'm sick, and this is the third. I I have made two other videos. One of them is 11 minutes and 19 seconds, and the other is 10 minutes, and I'm 47 seconds. And there's some cat hair on my hat. I'm not surprised. But I watched both of them and they made no sense. Oh my god. So here's my third attempt and I'm super sorry, but I'm sick and I'm gonna really try to make sense this time. Number one, this is my hair. I am not bald. I look bald, I'm not bald. Number two, please be patient. What I just did there, in the middle of a sentence, I will probably pause. I might not finish points. And I just might sound slow and probably high. But here we go, I'm gonna try this for you. Today is Thursday. I think I said that. I'll start that over. Today's Thursday, I'm Kim, and today is about homophobia. Homophobia, because homophobia is bad, guys. Okay, so here's something that I've gone through. I did not really have a lot of problems with homophobia because I've kind of just learned to accept, people's feelings and hateful and hurtful words. It's not easy to do. I don't expect anyone else to really do that well. But that's my reason. So, I have my mom's side of my family, I have my dad's side of my family, as most people do. I don't really know, I'm not very close to any of my sides too much. My dad's I'm a little bit more because they're awesome people. My mom's I avoid because they're not awesome people. They're not the kind of people I want to surround myself with. Mainly because they're all very racist and judgmental, which, tends to lead to them not being open-minded. I would hope you understood. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly because they're all older generations, and I get that, I don't really expect them to accept me, family or not. I kind of have this interesting outlook on family, so I kind of am a little biased against it not mattering, I guess. I mean, who they are to me, blood, I guess, doesn't really mean that they should accept me, in my opinion, but that's just me. My past has led me to feel this way. So anyways, I was, I guess, about 13 years old, and I went to Payson, Arizona for 2 weeks, to visit my family for Christmas, and spent about a week there, and, I didn't really expect I was going to see them anytime soon. I was with my great aunt and uncle, and so since I did not think that I would see them anytime soon after this, I felt like, what, they should know who I am. So I told my aunt, Opal, I said, and Opal, I like girls. I knew she wasn't going to accept it, but I just felt like I needed her to know. And she took it oddly well. She said, okay, well, it's a phase. Like she was certain that it was going to pass. And she said goodnight and left. And I kind of just laid there and I was just really confused. And I kind of just was like, what? What just happened? And so, to my surprise, which is supposed to be sarcasm, but I'm too sick to even attempt that, the next day was super awkward, and my uncle obviously knew. She obviously told him, which I kind of was happy about, because I did not have to go through that. But they spent the whole week constantly saying, anyone in our family who marries the same gender or marries a different race, then no, we don't want them anywhere near our house. And I was just like, wow. Well, that's obviously to me, but I'm not going to say anything. I didn't really even know how to touch the subject, but I kind of didn't really think there was much of a point either, because I knew that I wasn't going to get through to them. So, for about a week, I kind of just took all the bashing that was obviously directed at me, but not said to me, kind of said on the side, and it was weird because they literally like said the same sentence over and over, or the same sentences like over and over and over. So you like that close up? Anyways, but yeah, so I kind of left it alone, and then a week passes, and then they take me back to Phoenix, Arizona, and I go to see the only sane person on my mother's side, and the only family member who has fought to be in my life, which is probably the main reason why I am so much like this lady. She's very outspoken, she's there to speak her mind, she doesn't care who it hurts. I'm not quite there. She just thinks that, you know, that's the best way, it should be out there, and that's how you should, then you start dealing with it. And I kind of agree with that. But yeah, so we were visiting, and we were on the couch, and they said this, they started the stupid repetitive robotic sentences about how it is so wrong and that we're all gonna burn in hell, and that they don't want anything to do with a family member like that. And so I was just like, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I can't handle this. So I stood up very fast, like, yeah, gonna go Super Saiyan. I don't know. Don't listen. Just bear with me. But I was like, you know what, Aunt, Uncle, Uncle Tal, I am gonna fall in love with who I'm gonna fall in love with, and if it happens to be a girl, then awesome. If it happens to be a African American, then awesome. If it happens to be Hispanic, then awesome. And you know what? If that's how you feel about it, I don't want anything to do with you guys. I don't want to ever go to your house. I will gladly avoid your home. I cannot control who I fall in love with, and I walked away, and I was so shaky, my adrenaline was going crazy, and I was just like, I can't believe I just did that, and I just sat in front of the front door, and I just sobbed, and I bawled, and I couldn't breathe, and I sucked in my hands, and it was an experience. And my aunt came, the sane aunt, and she came and sat next to me, and hugged me, and said, you know, Kimberly, I am so proud of you, and from that day forward, I started to mold myself into the person who just understands that not everyone's gonna accept it, and I'm gonna be, you know, put down for it because people don't think it's right, and there's not really much I can do about that. There's very little people you can change their mind about it, especially because a lot of it has to do with faith, and a lot of it has to do with how they've spent 60 years living. Maybe less, but if I expect them to respect me, I cannot disrespect their opinions. I can disagree, and that's all I can really do. Yeah, so, you know, that's kind of my outlook on it. If you experience it, just do your best, you know, to walk away, or just say okay, you know, don't say anything. In the end, you just try and surround yourself with people who accept you and love you for who you are, and if you're successful in doing so, and it's gonna take time, when people do come to you with harsh words and hate and everything that sucks, it's gonna be that much easier. And just try to understand, you know. I really hope that everyone watching this video goes through as little amount of it as possible. I would say 0, but we all know that's impossible. And just keep your head up, you know. You can always contact me through this channel. Maybe another way. But I would gladly, you know, give some advice and support, and I know all the other girls on this channel would as well. So, like I said, I really hope you don't go through it. I hope that you keep your head up, and just know I love you. I love you so much. So much. Today's Thursday, you guys. Today's Thursday, in case you forgot that, because I did this morning. I almost did not make this video. I'm so glad I remembered. And I'm so glad you've made it this far, because I would not want to look at this. What is this? I wouldn't want to listen to my scatterbrained rambles either, but I'm glad you did, and I really hope that I helped. Please enjoy your Thursday. please enjoy your Friday. That's tomorrow. And please enjoy your weekends. I hope Monday doesn't come too quickly for you. I love you. I love you so much. Enjoy Thursday. Okay, bye guys. I'm gonna go be sick.